city officials is beginning now. Let's take a listen to what they have to say.
Emphasize that our preparation is working. City's been preparing for this Arctic blast since last Thursday. We actually had warming centers open last weekend, but listening to the Weather Service, the National Weather Service, and other experts, they started cautioning us last Thursday. So the department heads, this emergency center's been all hands on deck since last Thursday, and the preparation is working. I want to thank Houstonians for their support, their collaboration. And I want to emphasize that you've got about 2 hours left to do your shopping and tend to business that requires you to be on our roads. Then I would ask you to stay at home and leave our roads for our first responders. Last night, our warming centers had 609 participants. Bondi was the largest, maxed out at 198. Kashmir had a 38. Each and every one of these individuals are important. I had the opportunity to go to 3. It's amazing when you talk to individuals that find themselves in a warming center, why they're there. We know mental health plays a huge role, but also just bad luck and individual circumstances. Someone went somewhere in their car and their battery went dead, can't afford another battery. We're addressing these individual concerns, and I want to thank Houstonians for collaborating with us, and thank you for your kind words of support and offer of assistance that I'm receiving from across this great city. So we have a great city, great people, but we have challenges which we meet. And I want to thank my department directors, the rank and file city employees, certainly our first responders that were on the streets of Houston literally all night, some staying here, sleeping at the emergency center. But Houstonians, as I said opening, it's no time to let up. I ask you to lower your activities, stay at home, look out for our most vulnerable, our seniors, our pets, our plants. Metro will close its operation at 9 p.m. tonight. We'll reopen and view things on Wednesday. The airport's closing at midnight. Most city departments, except for our first responders, will be closed tomorrow. We'll consider weather conditions tomorrow, probably around noon, and see if we ought to also close city operations, municipal courts, other departments on Wednesday. As you know, HISD and regional school districts are closed tomorrow and Wednesday. We're also working in collaboration with them. Collaboration is working at the state level. The emergency center has already sent us enough blankets to get us through Thursday. We believe we'll furnish one to everyone that shows up at a warming center. They've sent us meals. County government is working with us. Commissioner Briones has opened up Balin as a warming center in cooperation with the Red Cross. Our nonprofits are working with us. So I can't emphasize enough how coming together, having a united community is going to get us through this Arctic blast. It's a serious one. And as I said, you've got about 2 hours. We're told that it will probably get here sooner than the midnight that was estimated. Now, expect moistures, precipitation to enter our area around 10 o'clock. So this is the importance of this press conference. Emphasize to everyone, do your last minute shopping. The mayor was even seen shopping at Kroger on West Gray at 9 o'clock this morning. I didn't have any groceries, but I did what I'm asking others to do. Get prepared to be in your house, in your residence, in your warming place for the next 48 hours. We think maybe the freezing temperatures will never get above freezing until probably Thursday. So don't let even clear skies on Wednesday and other days fool you. This is a serious Arctic blast. It's dangerous. It's life-threatening. And let's go to work. I want to go ahead and ask a couple of directors to emphasize their operation, and then I actually want to get through with this press conference so the press can get off our roads. Y'all know how much I care about y'all. And so I want to have everybody going back to work, but Randy, I think it would be appropriate for you to tell us what Public Works has done to get our streets and thoroughfares prepared for this Arctic blast.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Listen, I can't underscore enough what the mayor said and the importance of staying off the roads. Since yesterday morning early on, Public Works crews have been pre-treating our roads with a typical brine solution that we've used. But I remind folks, don't let the pre-treatment of any of our roads, and by the way, primarily that's restricted to critical overpasses, bridges, and flyovers. So this is not a treatment of all 16,000 lane miles of our Houston streets. This is a very selective spot treatment across the city. But don't let that fool you to think that because we've treated it, that makes it safe to drive there. You need to stay off the roads. That's the most important thing. All the brine does is it lowers the freezing point of the water. And as we expect tonight and tomorrow and through the next few days, the temperatures to be exceptionally low, it will freeze. It absolutely will freeze. And then don't be fooled when you see snow on top of it thinking that that's all that there is. Most likely there's going to be ice under there. So the best thing you can do is to stay off the roads. Public Works crews, of course, are riding out the storm at various locations throughout the city to make sure that we can provide additional support to police and fire as they need to respond to other needs for folks across the city. On the water side, of course, as we told you before, please make sure that you've taken care of all of the preparations you can at home. Make sure that your external pipes are wrapped. Make sure that you know where the shutoff valve in your home is in case you have a catastrophe with a burst pipe so that you can shut the water off. If you have a problem, call 311. We can have folks help walk you through the steps you need to take in your home to make sure that you can protect it as much as possible from burst pipes and flooding. But if you have a problem, call 311. Likewise, if for some reason you see a major water main break across the city during this freeze event, call 311 so that we can do the best we can to dispatch folks to take care of those breaks as quickly as we can. Most important thing, though, once again, please stay off the roads. Our crews are going to be dedicated to helping support first responders. That's the most important thing that we can do to help keep the public safe. Mayor.
Thank you, Randy. Chief Munoz will address the dangers of space heaters, carbon monoxide, and other significant factors in being safe from the perspective of the fire department.
Thank you, Mayor. Prior to this press conference, about 30 minutes ago, I got the count on carbon monoxide alarms that have gone off today in the city. We've had 60 so far. The mayor's emphasized carbon monoxide. I'm going to emphasize it also. Please monitor your surroundings. What do I mean by that? Generators. If you're going to use generators, please, please, please make sure that you're aware where you're placing them. Normally 3 feet from the house, away from the easements, so that way that carbon monoxide doesn't go into the homes. If you do have your heaters, make sure that they've been tested already. But if you do feel some symptoms such as dizziness, nausea, please open the window and call our fire department to 911. Also, space heaters. Make sure you're aware of the surroundings of those space heaters. Open flames, we continuously see that. Fireplaces, make sure that the surroundings of that fireplace, make sure there's nothing that's flammable in that area that could cause those fires. We continuously see an increase in fires during this winter months. Carbon monoxide poisoning, cannot emphasize that enough. Again, as the mayor's mentioned, please stay off the roads. And I want to thank everybody behind us with the great collaboration we've been planning since Thursday to ensure the safety of everyone. But please stay off the roads. Thank you, Mayor.
As Mayor, I'm particularly proud of our first responders. As you've heard, the fire chief talked about their preparation and response. I can't say enough about. As Mayor, I'm particularly proud of our first responders. As you've heard, the fire chief talked about their preparation and response. I can't say enough about HPD. We had 2 successful parades this morning, 2 MLK parades, which I participated in. HPD officers protected the security and service for both parades. And Chief Diaz, if you'll come speak to all hands are on deck. You go through our city departments, our first responders, it's all hands on deck until we get through this Arctic blast challenge. Chief Diaz.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Mayor. just to emphasize what the mayor's saying, we are so prepared that we have our team staying over. The one working overnight is our homeless outreach team. We were out last night. We were out all day today. They're going to put down for a few hours to get a little bit of sleep, and then we'll continue overnight. So please, if you see someone that is in need of help, please contact the police department, and we will try our very best to make sure that we get them to a location, get them a blanket, get them something warm, because we don't want a tragedy to happen. But we'll be out here as soon as we leave here. We'll be out working again tonight. But please, if you can stay home, stay home. As you all know, our interstate system is enormous here in Houston. We have a lot of cross traffic, a lot of visiting traffic that comes through. So there will be interstate traffic on our interstates. So please, if you have a situation where you can stay home, please stay home, take care of your loved ones. If you get out and you do have a crash, calling 911 multiple times is not going to get the police there any sooner. So be patient for us to get there. We're going to get there as soon as we can.